spot, manning the middle.
And Steph Curry, 6'3" and about 195.
Can't get it to go. And Golden State will go the other way with it. Outside build, he's worked up and bulked himself. He's added some muscle. He even got up to 200 pounds, I think he said. But he didn't feel real good, Clark, at that weight.
Yeah, it's not about the weight, Kevin. It's about strength. You need it to fight through.
On defense, the Cavaliers. 4-point game. That's good from Barnes on the assist by Bogut. Barnes has got his first points of the game.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with a pass.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time getting the lid off the basket so far.
LeBron against Barnes. Just 5 on the clock. And it's Harrison Barnes with the foul. That's his first foul.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
Greg, those are always tough to do.
Smith. And he goes in for the dunk.
Come on now, young fella. Watch out. You might bring that whole basket down on top of you.
I didn't think he was ever going to let go of the rim.
I tell you what, though, you might as well enjoy the moment. Make it last just a little longer.
Here's Green. The Cavaliers make season. The Cavs had a very slow start to the year. Not surprising. They had a lot of new faces and people they were bringing together. Clark, it didn't look like the powerhouse they would end up being, as we saw.
Well, you know, they were kind of fumbling and bumbling around in the 5th and 6th spots in the East for the first half of the season. Made some changes, though, through trade, and that got them going, I think.
And now Irving pushing it up. No one back to stop him. And it's blocked by Curry. The score now all even.
Ready? All right, let's go.
1:44 left in the first quarter of the game. Smith against Thompson. He's looking for Bogut and finds him. And bangs it home with one.
I love the ball playing there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up. And those mid-season trades for the Cavs really turned things around. Mozgov came in, J.R. Smith and Shumpert secured that 2 spot, gave this team an incredible edge defensively. I tell you what, guys, it's going to be a tough day on this defense, but he's got the A-game rolling tonight.
And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That is his first foul of the game. Spates checked in for Golden State. Iguodala comes in for Harrison Barnes. And the Cavaliers will go with a different look here. Mozgov, he's checked in for Tristan Thompson. Fry comes in for Kevin Love. Shumpert is checked in for Smith. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Irving.
Yeah, and you know, they built the roster to how they played best mid-season. I mean, it was a great job, I think, by the front office to get the players that fit best into the locker room and into the team style of play.
Here's Curry, following the basket by LeBron James, and the basket by Curry. There's 48 seconds left in the first. Dellavedova kicks to James. The 17-footer. Again, the Cavaliers score.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
Spates kicks to Green. 13 feet away. Mozgov with the block. Shot on the wing. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
And able to pad his stats a little bit there on that play. The board and the bucket.
And you know, Greg, that'll put him in the good graces of that coaching staff, too. My goodness.
Kevin and Greg, hard work on the offensive glass always does that. I mean, his fans will remember the dunk, but the coaches love the rebound.
James up top. He's covered by Iguodala. And Steph Curry with the foul.
Stephen Curry. That's his first personal foul. Checking in for your Warriors. Festus Ezeli. Brandon Rush. Leandro Barbosa. Sean Livingston.
James kicks to Mozgov. Good, and the assist goes to James. Mozgov's got his second bucket of the night.
Another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively so far.
Yeah, and I think we're going to see them operating a lot of their offense from the interior today.
We caught up with Kyrie Irving earlier, and he talked a little bit about expectations for himself and his teammates. Kyrie reminding us that it's not just the expectations of the fans and the media he and LeBron deal with, but also, perhaps the most demanding of all, are the expectations they've got for each other.
Yeah, that's a great point. I mean, two guys who expect so much of themselves to start with, who naturally have a vision of how great the other guy should be. I mean, they're constantly trying to manage expectations while still demanding the best from each other. And that's a lot of fun to watch.
Channing Frye.
And the second quarter getting underway. No team gaining an edge so far.
The Cavaliers.
And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for Cleveland.
You've got to like the consistency with which they're hitting that mid-range jumper.
Something else they've been able to do so far tonight is earn those tough points in the paint.
On the court for got Channing Frye. Smith is out there with Kevin Love. Then it's Kyrie Irving, and it's Dellavedova in at the 2. The Warriors making a switch here. Barnes is checked in.
With one.
That free throw good from Kyrie Irving.
You know, the Cavs had a slow start to last season compared to how everybody thought they would play. Still, it was the best start for Kevin Love in his career. Would end up being the most winning team he's played on. There's something about how long he's waited for success.
And so it's Cleveland with it. The Warriors making the shot. Smith dishes to Thompson. Here's Irving. And that one off the back of the rim and in. Irving's got the lead up to 6 now for the Cavs. Here's Ezeli, and he comes it down.
Anytime on that rim puts a little whipped cream on that angel food cake there.
It's a tight ball game, and those displays of strength, Clark, can get one team rolling.
Agreed.
And also the other on its heels. Let's see how this one turns out.
And Rush kicks to Ezeli, and he caught that pass and full stride on his way to the big slam.
Went for the two-hander on that slam. That's where the weight room comes into play, Kevin.
I think some urgency from him there.
I think he's sensing that this is a critical time in the game, fellas.
They've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball into the paint.
Clearly, they've been the aggressors thus far when it comes to attacking the interior in this first half.
Different look here for the Warriors. Spates checked in for Ezeli. Draymond Green comes in for Brandon Rush. Thompson, he's checked in for Leandro Barbosa. And Steph Curry is subbed in for Sean Livingston. Curry's shot is off.
Got a good look, though. I thought that was going to go down.
Yeah, the D, though, just enough to bother the rhythm on that one, Clark.
Well, wide open look for Love. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Dellavedova. That's 7 points for Kevin Love. Warriors trail by 7. It was the season of destiny, and the Warriors certainly followed through, Clark. The best team in the league all year, and they finished the job beating the Cavs in the finals.
And they were on a mission from the get-go. They would become another team to win 65 games or more and win the finals. Impressive work.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
Exactly. The defense determined not to allow the easy layup right there. They'll settle for making him earn the free throws.
And both free throws good for Dellavedova.
And for the Warriors, they had tough opponents the whole way. I mean, the Pelicans, Grizzlies, and Rockets, they all put up fights. The Cavs in the finals are just as tough with LeBron, but the Warriors found a way to come through.
Now Irving Following the miss by Draymond Green from deep, and Thompson sends it back. That one goes. Count it.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter, and now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
Green against Love. Green the pass to Spates. To end the run. No luck. Good D by Thompson.
And for the Warriors, it had been nearly 40 years, guys, since the franchise made it to the finals. And they had a lot of pressure on them to win and finish things off, but they got it done and did it in emphatic fashion, winning on the road. The title solidified them as one of the all-time outstanding teams in NBA history. Picking up right where he left off in the first quarter.
The Cavaliers lead by 10. The Warriors pull it in.
This is not the slam dunk contest. You don't get do-overs. You got to finish the job.
And the Warriors with some changes. Bogut comes in for Maurice Spates. And it's Iguodala in for Harrison Barnes. And the Cavaliers will go with a different look here. Mozgov, he's checked in for Tristan Thompson. Fry comes in for Kevin Love. James checked in for J.R. Smith. And it's Iman Shumpert in for Matthew Dellavedova. Now, here's Fry. He's been patient so far, nothing yet on the scoreboard. Green dishes to Curry. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Curry's got it back down to single digits for the Warriors. The Cavaliers have gone 6 of 11 from the floor. Over 50% shooting here in the second quarter. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock in game, and that one's good.
And the interior D is really starting to be exposed here. How many layups have they gotten today?
From deep. It's hauled in by Fry.
And sometimes we all just want to show people that we have the range.
Yeah, you speaking from experience? We already know how good his range is. He shouldn't be firing from that deep.
And James gets it to go.
And really, it looks like he may just try to take this thing over on his own and really build that lead.
The clock runs out. And we're heading.
Guys, I'm here with Stephen.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everybody. Ernie Johnson here alongside Kenny, the Jet Smith. LeBron James putting in some incredible work. He had 12 points and 1 rebound. What'd you think, Shaq, about Cleveland?
Well, Ernie, Kenny, the offense was running really well. And their shooting percentage was outstanding, and it wasn't just luck. It's because the offense never allowed the opposing defenders to get comfortable.
And that'll do it for now as the second half of our game is...
We're getting back to the action now. It's been a one-team show so far. We'll see if that changes here in the third.
How about Steph Curry in this one? He's got 13 points, and he's got 9 points from behind the arc.
And that's been an important part of his game today. It's really spaced the floor.
Yeah, it's the Splash Brothers, Curry and Thompson at the guard spots. Green at the 4 with Bogut at the 5. And it's Barnes in at the 3 spot. That's Steve Kerr's 5 as we get into the second half. What a year for the Warriors. Clark won their division for the first time in 39 years, ran away with the very tough Western Conference.
And there were a number of surprises last season, Kevin, but the Warriors were at the top of the list. I mean, I don't think anybody, including you and I, pegged them to be as good as they were.
Especially the way the finals began.
Exactly.
Here's Irving. Draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
No, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
And the Warriors won 51 games back in 2014, improved that mark by 16 wins last season. Among teams that won at least 50 games in the previous year, that 16-game improvement was an NBA record for the Warriors.
They grabbed their own miss. The second effort. Not that time. His 6th miss. He's made 4 of 10 so far.
He just has not been able to get into that groove yet, guys. But as a whole, it hasn't affected them too much. It goes without saying the Warriors set franchise records all over the place with their play. Their win total being the highest ever. But also of note, it was the first time they've won 50 games in back-to-back seasons. They seem to truly have arrived as a top-notch franchise in this current state of the NBA.
And one thing about Tristan Thompson, he is an absolute terror on the offensive category last year, despite playing less than 27 minutes a game. Does a terrific job with anticipation of the carom and uses his gigantic wingspan to just go up and reel it in. Terrific motor and nose for the Black.
Catching up on the changes for Golden State. Festus Ezeli, he's checked in for Bogut. Spates comes in for Green. Clark, he's checked in for Klay Thompson. And it's Livingston in for Steph Curry. Now, here is Smith, just 5 to shoot. Here's Love. It's Clark with the rebound.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
All right.
Greg, you were talking about Tristan Thompson. LeBron came out and said he's one of the best pick-and-roll defenders in the NBA. And Clark, that's high praise from the King.
No doubt. I mean, Thompson is an emerging force. If he could just develop his shooting stroke a little more, then you're talking about a very, very valuable player.
Good point. Andre Iguodala. He's checked in for the Warriors. Now, here's James. 12 points for him. Love with the screen on Iguodala. Dellavedova kicks to Love. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Dellavedova. Dellavedova's got 3 assists now in this one. Livingston passes to Clark. It's stolen by Smith. Soft touch off the glass. Smith's got the lead up to 14 now for Cleveland.
What a passing display he has put on here tonight.
Yeah, he's spoiling us, Greg. I mean, there's just another fantastic dime dropped right there. That one certainly should make the highlight reel.
Now here's Spates. Count that one. Spates has got his first 2 points.
And their solid play in the paint continues, guys.
And that's been their focus, it seems, throughout the game. I like the discipline that they've showed in terms of creating those opportunities on the inside.
And that one's good.
These defenders look overmatched right now, especially inside.
Well, they've given up 10 of the last 12 points from close range, so I'd have to agree with him.
I tell you what, they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
Mark, that deficit will go away quickly if he does.
And how about how he capped that one out, almost like the 1-2 punch.
Now here's Love. And it's Spates with the rebound.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. And here we go. Fast break. James has got it.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at either end, steals, fast break buckets, and the other team scrambling to find its game.
Great point. I mean, that aggression has allowed them to just create a lot of havoc, and boy, are they taking advantage.
Spates dishes to Iguodala. Pass to Ezeli. Back to Iguodala. Knocked away. Misses. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough. And thanks again for joining us. Let's see what happens here in the fourth.
And what a first year it was for Steve Kerr and the Warriors. It was the best debut as a new coach ever. 67 wins. He also established a franchise win total in his first year.
That is in the gym range, partner. Kevin, he can pull up and knock it down from anywhere. You hear me? From anywhere.
And you know there's really no bad shot for a guy like him when he's firing a three like that.
So on the floor for Cleveland. Filling out the wings, it's Shumpert and LeBron. Mozgov is out there with Channing Frye. And it's Irving at the guard position. And Thompson sends it back. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Thompson. Here's LeBron. Irving against Barnes. Back to Green. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
LeBron left side. There's the screen. There's the dish to Fry. Shumpert up top. 5 on the clock. From deep three-point range, and they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
Timeout for Golden State.
Timeout. Start it.
Now a timeout called by Golden State. Look at LeBron James. He's really been playing well.
He can make some adjustments because he's absolutely scorching.
Let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
Hi, Kevin.
Maurice
Steve Kerr was
Bates.
just going over the plan with his team.
Andre
He told
Iguodala.
them, no holding back. I
Leandro
want 100%
Barbosa.
effort out there. If you can't give it, ask for a sub. No time to rest now. Let's get after it. Kevin, he wants everything they've got.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
10 straight points off assists. That's winning that battle on the board.
You know what? No rebounds, no rings, and they've controlled the boards, and that's what's given them control of this game.
That's good. 19 points for Steph Curry.
And he's on his way to putting up a big three-point total.
Timeout called the Cavaliers.
They can't guard us on the perimeter. Spread the floor and isolate up top. Spacing, fellas. Spacing.
Anderson Varejau's checked in for Festus Ezeli. Klay Thompson comes in for Maurice Spates. And it's Livingston in for Leandro Barbosa. And Cleveland with a change here, too. Thompson's checked in. James kicks to Shumpert. Lots of room. The Cavaliers again can't hit. Warriors trail by 10. Thompson passes to Curry. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls. Curry's got 21.
An extremely efficient and productive game for him, but again, he's not going to be able to do it all by himself.
Thompson with the bucket.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
The Cavaliers leading by 10. James dishes to Irving. To the inside. And Fry kicks to Shumpert. Cleveland moving the ball around. James against Thompson. Shumpert gets a wide open look. Cleveland gets it back. The kick out to Irving. The second chance effort. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. And now a 12-point Cavalier lead.
And there's no doubt about this one. Playing with a lot of confidence tonight. It's a statement victory for the Cavaliers.
Looking at both these teams, they're great rebounders, and on any given night, you might not know who would have the advantage on the boards.
Yeah, but they did a better job tonight. They made the most of the extra rebounds, too.
And when you look back at this one, what an amazing performance this was for Irving. And the way he was able to dice up their D with his passing really made things easy for everyone else on his team. Well, if it wasn't out of reach, it is now, thanks to that last little spurt.
And why put the brakes on now? I just say keep on letting it fly.
Good.
He has really made an impact from beyond today. That's another triple.
Well, that's where he's been doing all of his damage. And with a couple more from out there, we'll have a real ball game on our hands here.
And Steph Curry